Okay, so I think this is the last practice question that we're going to do. There are enough. These are enough for you to crash the ECZ exams to answer questions on linear motion. So we're saying an automobile of mass 200 kg started from rest position and increased its speed uniformly to 9 meters per second in 30 seconds. It maintained this speed for another 500 seconds. Automatically, the first question they are going to ask you is that sketch the speed time what? Speed time graph. Okay, so how do you sketch the speed time graph? So we are told it started from rest. So we're going to do this. Started from rest is going to be 0. So he said it increased it. So that was acceleration. That was in 30 what? 30 seconds. Then what was the velocity or speed? That was the 9 meters per what? So you indicate this is the speed and this is the time. Okay, then we're told it maintained this speed. When you hear it maintained, mean it was constant. That was constant what? Speed. And this is the section for constant what? Speed. So are you going to indicate 500? No, I answered a similar question. So you say 30 plus 500, that is 530. So 530, then you are done. There's no other any information apart from it maintaining the speed for uh, 500 seconds. That's why we're ending. So now we can answer the follow-up question. B, calculate the uniform acceleration. What's the formula for acceleration? Okay, so you say B, acceleration is final velocity minus initial over t. So uniform acceleration, you're going to identify from the diagram to say, oh, from this point to that point, this section, this is the part for acceleration. So this is the part that we're interested in. So the final velocity is here. From there to there, so the final is the 9 there. The initial, the U is the starting point, and we're told to say it started from rest. When you hear to say it started from rest, meaning it's 0. What's the time in this section? The time is 30. So you say 9 minus 0, that is 9 divided by 30. 9 divided by 30, that is 0.3. So acceleration is 0.3. What are the units? Meters per square second. Then you are done. Then C is asking us to say how much force was required to produce this acceleration. So there is this other topic that we're supposed to do, but it's quite short on force. We're going to be looking at the Newton's laws of what? Motion. So the formula we're going to use there is that force is equals to mass times the acceleration. Now, what is the mass in this question? We're told the mass is what? 200 kg. So you write 200 kg. What's the acceleration? What we just calculated. So this is how physics is. You're going to be using your previous answers to answer the next question. So if you fail question 1, question 2 automatically is going to be wrong and everything will be wrong. And you're going to manage to solve everything and manage to score a 0. So understand the concepts. So acceleration is what we calculated. So it's going to be 0.3 meters per square second. So force is going to be 200 times 0.3. So that's going to be 60 newtons. Then you're done. Let's look at the other question. Calculate the distance covered by the automobile when it was moving at constant what? Speed. So understand, they are saying moving at constant speed. Constant speed from this diagram is this section. So we're interested in this section here. So let's extract that section. What shape is it? It is so this is the what shape is this? So this shape is a rectangle. Okay. So I'll put the question there. So this is a what? A rectangle. So this was a rectangle. Maybe let me extract it just from the same question. So it's like a rectangle like this. So we have 30, you've seen. 30, this is down 30 and 530. Then the height will take it as a 9. So what formula are we going to use there? So we say distance is the same as related to the area. This is a rectangle, it's going to be L times B. What is length? 530 minus 30, that is 500 times the width, you take it as a height, the shortest path, that is the 9. So 500 times 9, that is 4500. meters. That is the distance this automobile was moving at constant what speed. That's the distance it covered during the constant speed section. Then the last question is, what was the average speed of the automobile? So looking at all these questions that I've been solving, these questions just interlink the same things: average speed, acceleration, distance covered, identifying the shapes. So this is very easy for you to sit and pass an exam. Okay, so the last question here, average speed. So average speed is total distance over total time. So now total distance, you're not going to get the 4,500. No, this is just for this section. So this is why the mistake comes in, because I said no, you use the other answer to solve the other question. So you have to understand. So when I'm saying total distance, so just a distance for constant speed. So we have to find this other distance, like a triangle that remained, for us to find the what. So how are we going to find the total distance there? Okay. So what we'll do is that total distance there, I'll just extract the shape here. So it was 30, sorry, 530. We found this distance. The first distance will say b was 4,500. Now we have this triangle that is left here, like a triangle like this. This will equate area A. This is a triangle. So from there 0, 30, then the height 9. So this is area A. So say distance is half, say triangle, base, height. So half, what is the base? The base is going to be the 30. The height is 9. So our answer is going to be 30 times 9. That is, I believe, 270. Yes, it's 270 divided by 2. That is 135. So distance total is going to be 4,500. The first answer that we found there, then plus 135. So the answer, the total distance is 4,635 what meters. Now to find now the average speed, that question that they're asking, average speed is, we say total distance, which is 4,635 divided by total, what's the total time of the whole journey? That is the total time for the whole journey. That is the what? That was 530. So now we say 4,635 divided by 530. So it's giving at 8.75 meters per second. This is the average what? Average speed. Then you are done for that.